Hello, hello, hello. Hey, fabulous people. Shout out to everyone watching your girl live today. I pray everyone has had an amazing day. Happy fabulous. What's today? I'm going live. I'm going live on a Thursday. So happy fabulous Thursday to you guys. If you're tuning in for the first time, second time, third time, 100th time, shout your girl out and let me know where are you tuning in from. Thank you so much for spending your time with me on today. You could have been anywhere else, but you're with your girl, Trish M. I'm Trish M., your faith and fashion specialist. Y'all know I do all things faith as a woman of God, as a prophet, as a pastor, teacher, and evangelist, and an apostolic mentor, all things faith, but also all things fashion, because you guys know I have my own boutique, Trish Boutique. Shout out to all of my phenomenal supporters out there. I love you. I appreciate you. And let's go ahead. Let's get this party started. Y'all know I'm not on here that long. So share the broadcast, start a watch party because it's on and popping. Y'all, I got some good stuff I want to share with y'all. You know, we can't keep this stuff to ourselves, okay? Hey, Prophetess Starlet, shout out to you tuning in with me on today. Praise God for your safety from out there in Louisiana. So thank God for you being able to watch me live on today. And shout out to everybody, y'all. I am super excited to share, to impart into your life on today. We got some good to talk about. So this is the interview with your girl Trish M. If you're not following me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or even SoundCloud, you could follow me there. Also follow me on YouTube. Every podcast is not a live podcast. So to make sure that you're not missing any podcast, make sure you subscribe to Apple Podcasts, rate and review so your girl can get up there so more people can follow. All right. So are y'all ready? I am so ready to talk to you about something that I was reading. I love Dr. Cindy Trim, and this podcast is actually inspired by her. So, um, the title of this podcast is Ready to Run to Win, right? And so we know that we're in a season and a time where it seems hard to win. We're in a pandemic. There's so much going on, wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes and floods and all of these. We're in the last days. Okay, we know that, right? And so it's hard sometimes to win when so much is going on. But I want to tell you that this is the best time to win. And I was reading something that I really want to share with you. It's so phenomenal. You we know we just came out of the Olympics, right? And we saw many of you watch it, many of you don't, but we know that there's a section where there is a hurdlers. Dr. Cindy Trim said something. She said, world class hurdlers have a unique approach to running their race. You will never, y'all listen to this. You will never hear a coach tell a sprinter, watch out for those hurdles. Instead, coaches train their runners to attack the hurdle head on rather than slow down to carefully jump over the hurdle. That's good. Charging the hurdle at full speed keeps runners from breaking their stride so they can maintain momentum. My goodness, that's good, right? The same fearless drive that powers racers over hurdles can fuel you and me. So, what does that mean? Y'all think about this for a second. When we see people running in the Olympics or track and field, right? Hurdlers, they have to run over those hurdles. And what was said was that their hurdles are just something standing in the way for us to get to the finish line. Instead of slowing down and saying, you know what, I'm just going to back 10 steps and try this all over again. Instead of slowing down and stopping or coming to the hurdle with fear, you have to attack what's attacking you with faith, with power, with love, with a sound mind, knowing that this is something that you can jump over. Come on, somebody. Listen, nothing is too hard for God. In your own strength, it may be too hard for you. But if you're going to win this race, if you're going to jump over the hurdles of life that keep happening, listen, as long as you and I are living, these hurdles are going to keep happening. They're going to keep popping up, right? And so it's like before you know it, you're running a whole race with hurdles in the way. But isn't that funny that that's how life is? You got to hurdle with relationships. You got to hurdle with finances. You got to hurdle with your spouse, with your marriage. You got to hurdle with your kids, and everything starts to stack up against you. And it's like as soon as you come out of one hurdle, there's another one that you got to jump over. But understand this, there is a strategic way that sprinters learn how to jump hurdles. I want to challenge you today. What is your specific way that you are uh, jumping over hurdles that come in your life? What is the strategic way? You should have a system and a plan for when these hurdles pop up. What do you do when these hurdles get in the way? You got to understand that when you're running this race, like a regular sprinter is running a race with hurdles in it, they are well trained to run the hurdle. Some of us are running a race and you haven't been training yourself to win. Come on, y'all. Listen. Okay. You haven't been training yourself to win. Where does the training preparation start? The battleground is here. You have to train your mind so that you can win. Not only do you have to train your mind, it has to go here, right? So I was just talking to someone yesterday, just pastoring and shepherding like I do with my husband at Mind of Christ International. And one of the things that the hurdle that they keep jumping over is the exact same hurdle, but they keep flipping. Like when you're in a race and you jump over the hurdle, if you the hurdle can knock you down, right? And it can slow you up, and people ahead of you begin to win while you're back there trying to figure out why in the world did not jump over the hurdle the right way. So here's the thing with this person that I was ministering to. I said, listen, the hurdle is here. You keep condemning yourself for something that the enemy keeps planting here. See, the enemy wants us to think that the hurdle is too high, it's too strong, it's too big, and it's too wide. So, what the enemy does is he makes us feel helpless and vulnerable in a time when we should be winning. Now, sprinters have to train how to jump hurdles. Why is it that we don't train our minds on how we're going to jump over the hurdles that come at us? We have still got to see what the finish is going to be. If you cannot see what the finish is going to be, you can't receive what the finish is going to be. You have to strategically start planning your mind right now how you're going to jump over hurdles when it comes to your life, your ministry, your business, your children, your finances. When those hurdles get in the way, and sometimes they can be, and it's funny is that these hurdles, when they run the race, they're always the same. But isn't you can interview anybody that runs hurdles, and they will tell you the hurdles get more challenging towards the end. Isn't it funny that when we start getting so close to the destination of where God is taking us, it seems like everything starts flipping, mistakes and errors and frustrations and issues in the tissue, junk in the trunk. You're right. You're so close to next level breakthrough, next level blessing, next level inheritance. But it's like when you get to the end, so much starts happening that you forget how to jump the hurdle. You forget how to win because you had a setback where you stumbled over a hurdle. How many of you know that just because you stumble over a hurdle does not mean that you still can't win the race? You got to go and you got to evaluate. Here's the thing. If I stumble today in some kind of way, I'm going to go home and I'm going to evaluate mentally why I feel the way that I feel. And then from that, I've got to do something about that feeling. I've got to do something about, why am I feeling this way? Why am I, it seems like I keep failing in this particular area. Why does it seem like so many people are far ahead of me than, and I'm still stuck? Why? So I have to mentally prepare myself to overcome the hurdles of insecurity, of fear, of doubt, of maybe even shame and guilt, whatever it is. That's a hurdle that's trying to rise up and stand in the way of you crossing the finish line and entering into the promise of what God said for you. If you don't be like the sprinters and you don't train yourself outside of the race, right? You're in the race. They're already in the race. They're already designated as sprinters, as runners, as hurdlers. They're already designated as that. Listen, here's the thing, you're already designated at what you're believing God for, because God gives you vision, but He also gives you provision. You got to understand you're already designated as the prophet, the teacher, the business owner, the minister, the leader. You're already designated as that. But outside of the designation, you have to prepare to win at the designation. Come on, somebody. You got to prepare to win at the designation that's already on your life, at the call that's already on your life. I went through so many seasons where I understood who I was, but the hurdles that kept coming for me seemed like they were bigger, stronger, and un, 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 I don't know, like I couldn't get over the hurdle. And I had to go home and I had to mentally prepare, because I knew the next day I was going to get out there again and I was going to try to jump that hurdle again. And I had to go home, and just like the hurdlers had to go home, and the sprinters, they had to go home, or they had to go outside of that, and they had to mentally prepare how they were going to win. I knew my designation was, or is, a mother. I was in a season where every time I tried to become a mother, miscarriage happened. So when I went home, the enemy would condemn me as motherless. The enemy would make me have little faith because of the thoughts that I allowed him to plant and penetrate in my mind. But I forgot that I was already designated as a mother, even though I didn't have the true manifestation in the natural as a mother. And so for a minute, I wanted to give up on the designation because it didn't manifest. And all the hurdles kept manifesting. Matter of fact, I had 6 hurdles of miscarriages, right? And then in my business, I knew that I was designated to be a business owner. That's my designation. That's the end line. That's that line that I'm crossing at the end. That's gonna cause me to win, because I'm gonna tap into that designation. I was a business owner. I was designed to be a business owner. But when I went home, I had to look at myself as a failure, what seemed like a failure, because I wasn't making money. The enemy would whisper things to me like, this is never gonna work. You're never gonna be able to have the success that you think you're gonna have, because you don't have any money. And matter of fact, you're spending out more money than you could possibly have from this business. And so what happened was, I already knew the designation. I had to go home and mentally prepare for the victory. And that preparation can be tedious. It can be frustrating. It can be time consuming. It could be so many things rolled up in one. But because you understand your assignment, come on, somebody, you know this little cliche where everybody said, oh, sis understood the assignment, okay? Oh, bro understood the assignment. They showed up for their assignment. Listen, let me make this plain with the things of God. When you understand the assignment that is on your life, when you understand the assignment that is on your life, you will walk and think a different way, regardless of what hurdles stand in your way. Come on, somebody. And that doesn't happen instantly. Just like the sprinters had to go home and prepare, you got to prepare daily for the designation. You got to prepare daily for that victory. It just ain't going to show up. The hurdle's going to keep showing up, but the designation, the whole true manifestation of the designation may take time. And so I had to go home and practice mentally how I was going to jump the hurdle of infertility. I had to practice mentally in prayer and fasting how I was going to overcome the thoughts that the enemy was planting inside of me. The enemy was making me feel condemned as a woman, a barren woman that would never be able to produce and see the victory of the designation. See, I understood my assignment was to be a mother. My assignment was to be a business owner. Currently is, right? And so at that time, it hadn't happened. And so, but sis understood the assignment. Let me say this. Sis was frustrated with the assignment, but that didn't mean that I didn't understand the assignment. See, God didn't tell me that with the assignment that I was going to have to go through to get to, okay? See, I understood the assignment, but the process was frustrating. So as I went home to prepare for the assignment that was on my life, doubt, fear, insecurity, loneliness, all of that crept in. But I had to fight back with the word. I had to fight back by talking to myself and encouraging myself when no prophet was around, no pastor, no teacher, no husband. He out there working somewhere. I'm in the room by myself, okay? Your girl understood the assignment, but sometimes not understanding the friction in between getting to the assignment. That was frustrating. The friction, the hardship, the loneliness, the barrenness, the lack of money, because the assignment was I'm assigned to be a business owner. I'm assigned to be a mother. I'm assigned to be a wife. That's my assignment. I understand my assignment. But I should have also told you or told God, we got to be real. We understand the assignment, but we don't understand the process all the time. The assignment sounds beautiful. Oh, you giving me the title as a mother? Praise ye the Lord, because I sure love babies. I want to have my own one day. I love the assignment. The designation sounds beautiful. It's glorious. But the process, I didn't understand. Jesus be a fence all around me, okay? Jesus be a fence and help the girl out. Because I understand the assignment. I just don't understand process. Let's be real. Like the assignment is wonderful. It's wonderful you called me to be a business owner. It's wonderful you called me to be a wife. It's wonderful you called me to be a mother. It's wonderful you called me to be a prophet. It's wonderful you called me to be a pastor. What other kind of titles you want to give me, Jesus? I mean, it's wonderful. I understand the assignment, but I don't understand process. See, process is the in-between place that can hinder the assignment for your life. Oh my goodness, that was good. Process is the in-between place that can hinder the assignment that's on your life. It can hinder the assignment because you may not be able to handle process. So I need sis, that's you and you, whomever's listening to me. I need sis to not only show up and understand the assignment, but now I need you to have a different mentality that not only do you understand the assignment, but you understand that the pressing, the purpose, the in-between place ain't gonna be easy. The assignment is beautiful. The title is beautiful. The title is glorious. The title, come on, somebody. The title, right? The title, oh, I'm somebody's mama. The title, oh, I'm a CEO. The title, oh, I'm somebody's wife. The title, oh, I'm a prophet. But the persecution that comes with the title, the suffering that comes with the title, the isolation that comes with the title, the loneliness that comes with the title. It I understand the assignment, but I don't necessarily understand the process. So it's hard, God, when I want to show up for the assignment, but I want to skip the process. Sis wanna show up for the assignment, but sis don't want to go through the process. That was me. That was listen. I ain't not now one of y'all gotta confess with your mouth. I will confess for you. That was me. I I understood the assignment. But baby, if God, you would have told me I had to go through 6 miscarriages, if you would have told me that I was going to make this amount of money in the process, I think I might have thought twice about it and said, you know what, this might not be for me. I love the idea of the assignment, but I don't understand that process, Jesus. I know 1 + 1 = 2, but becoming that and in that process somewhere in between, I don't Jesus. And see, it's like who was the boy, the young man, Joseph? The assignment was to be ruler over many, but the process included him going to the pit. The assignment was him to do X, Y, Z, but the process included him going to jail. God, 1 + 1 = 2, but something about your processes don't make sense to me. Like I don't understand, right? I understand. See, this is for somebody because see now I get it. I get it, but I'm talking to somebody right now because sis understand the assignment, but sis frustrated with the process. Sis love the idea of the assignment, but sis is frustrated with the process. I told the young lady yesterday, I said, you are allowing the enemy to rob you of your assignment. You are allowing the enemy to condemn you from entering in the process or the beauty of what God has. Don't let him do that. Like the enemy came so close for me. That's for me. I was depressed for 6 to 8 months. I was in the pit, baby. I was so prophet who? I don't want to hear now another word. Okay. Prophet who? I don't want to hear nobody. Don't give me no more word. I'm tired. So in that process, the enemy condemned and made me think I wasn't worthy. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't I wasn't this or I wasn't that. And no matter what I did, it was never going to manifest. And I almost believed. Anybody almost believe the liar of liars? Anybody come close to almost believing the liar of liars? Okay, whispering in my ear of about my assignment. I just want this message to encourage you with this little cliche of you got to run the wind, but this little cliche of sis understood the assignment, bro knew the assignment. Many of us understand the assignment, but are frustrated with the process, and that can negate the overall assignment. And I don't want you to miss out on your assignment, your designation as a wife, a mother, a business owner, a minister, a leader, uh, a financier of the kingdom. You name it, whatever it is. You understand the assignment. You get the assignment. You get the because the assignment is all about the title and the glory, but the in between place is about the story. Don't let the enemy make you miss your assignment because you can't handle the glory that wants to get before you get to that assignment. So I pray that this has blessed you and that you, after today, not only are you going to understand the assignment, but you're not going to give up on the process getting to the assignment. All right, share this with somebody that needs to hear this. Tag them, say, hey, girl, you better hear this from Trish. Okay, because we need to get this. And my goal is to empower God's people, to instruct God's people, to direct God's people into his truth. And because the enemy is giving us a truth, a false version of truth that ain't got nothing to do with God, but it sounds like God. It seems like God, but it's the deceiver of all lies. All right, y'all. I love you. God bless you. And I will talk to you next week. I'll be going live again next week. But make sure to share this broadcast so you can stay up with the latest and greatest from your girl, Trisha.